How you guys doing? You are here with Black Arizona with the Blk Male X creator and with Gogetrj Campfire Productions. Look, we are all coming together to bring you some information that you need in order to help us with our mission. And what is that? We want to help empower Black men. We're actually talking about a conference that we're going to be bringing to you this June. And I know some of the particulars. I'm glad to be a part of this movement, but I think you would get it best from the people who put this thing together. And I have them sitting right next to me. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves as well as let you know how you can get in touch with the Blk Male X conference to get tickets, to be a part of it, to help out, because we need everything everywhere all at once and anywhere. Let's do it.
The founder and the owner.
What's up, everybody? My name is Cierra Conerly-Sims, but please, we family, call me CiCi. I am the founder of the Blk Male X conference. I am the owner of SIS Events and Services, LLC, out here in Phoenix. We are an event and wedding planning company. Let me add in there, award-winning event and wedding planning company and production. And so we are putting on this conference June 7th through 9th, 2024, for all of our Black men to come together and have a safe space to really talk and indulge and network, build a brotherhood, and all the things in between. So that is a little bit about me and a little bit about the conference. And I'm going to pass it to my boy Chop, tell you about his role when it comes to the conference.
So I am Chop. I am the founder and one of the owners of Black Arizona and the president of the Black Arizona State Council. CiCi reached out to me to help her be a part of this event as the marketing and director and sales. So that is my part of this event. This is a great event that I thought she put together when she first pitched it to me. And for a Black woman to be able to create something like this and bring it to the table for our men and nobody yet to have created something like this, it was extraordinary to me. So I wanted to be a part of it. So I then reached out to my team as well, Black Arizona Campfire Productions, as well as Black Sage, who are my partners as well, to help us be a part of this event, because we want to be a part of this annually. This is an annual event, so we want to do something with this for CiCi every year. So amazing job, CiCi.
Thank you.
I would agree that CiCi has definitely done an amazing job on her own pushing this, putting it together and working for, how long has it been? How much time have you invested? Just the time investment so far?
Man. So we started going live with it at the beginning of March.
Wow.
And that was it. But I've been dreaming about doing this for a little over a year. It's been back in my mind, not sleeping, because there's something brewing back there, and like just thinking about how this can come to fruition and God not letting me let it rest.
Yeah.
And so that it just was like, you know what? I was talking to one of the other managers, Veta. She is our vendor manager, and I was talking to her one day because she also does my facials.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, I cannot get this out of my brain. Like, I need to do this. Like, she was like, I'll write it out with you. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. And the rest is history. And she got Chop involved in it. And then one of my other sorority sisters, who is our talent manager, Denise Trimble-Smith, she is a part of it. So I reached out to her to be a part of it too. So we're all doing this together.
Nice. So really this effort was started with a group of women coming together, seeing how they can help men to really commune more and to get good information from each other, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So I go to a lot of conferences. I speak at a lot of conferences, and, you know, just being in a two sororities and really being in the community, it's a lot of women dominated conferences. So, you know, I realized there are no conferences for men outside of membership base. So when I say membership base, I'm referring to you have to be a part of a fraternity. You have to be a part of an actual member organization to even have that available to you. And so I was like, why not create one standalone? So where you could just come every year. It's a conference you can come to. You don't need to sign up for no membership agreements or anything like that. You could just come and be in a space with like-minded individuals and just let it happen. So I was like, why not take my skill set, which is event management, and put it to use in that way and give back to the community in that way. So that's how it came about. As far as, thinking about what we needed to do different, why I even wanted to do it, or how I knew the market was there. I want to say a few months ago, I was in the Black Arizona group and I saw somebody had put up, it was a Black man he had put up, and I found out it was actually Chop that made the post before I met him, about, hey, I'm looking for a Black therapist, Black male therapist for myself. Look, you know how people say asking for a friend? No, he said asking for myself. And I saw underneath that post how many Black men responded and said, me too, bro, me too, me too. Let me know when you find one, following. And I was like, wow, like us women, we have a lot of support from each other. These conferences that I go to are mainly empowerment conferences where they have that support. And so I'm like, why can't they have the same thing? And so a few months later, that's when I was like, this is happening. Like, I did a market research and I just gave a random survey out to just passing out at Black men. And then they turned it back in and the results were exactly what I thought they were when I looked at the data, where there were lack of resources. They don't want to attend conferences because they're women dominated, and they end up losing interest in it because you have to join some type of membership organization to be able to have that. There's nothing there standalone, and they didn't want that experience. So that's how it came about.
I see men going to conferences when it's a part of their career.
Yeah.
Say it's a part of their career path.
Mm-hmm.
I see men that are interested in forever learning, right? And they may go to some specific and exclusive conferences for that, or like you said, that are part of groups that they're paying into, that then they have those opportunities. But I really don't see many conferences focused around men that allow men to come together in a way such as the Blk Male X conference is doing it. Definitely, I feel like you have some great contributors to the conference. Yeah. And, it makes me excited to come and check it out. But first off, can you let me know who you have involved with this conference, as well as how did that come to be with some of these folks? Because you really have some great people involved.
Yeah, just most of them came from personal connections that I have with people in the community. So the conference host is Ken Kong. And we all know Ken from Poetic Soul and just a lot of hosting and emceeing. He's a creator. So he's really, really popular out in the Phoenix area. So that was a just no-brainer choice when it came to figuring out who could host. I just messaged him, let him know what was going on, and he was like, absolutely. And then for my guest host, who is going to be hosting some of the more comedic areas at the conference, we have Ty Big Baby Wright, who is from BET's Comic View and also has been on Comedy Central. He's also an actor and a professional comedian. So he is gonna come bring in those laughs and everything. I'm really excited to have him host our barbershop conversations and also our Black trivia. Our conference speakers, man, there's one I'm really excited about, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So our conference speakers on Saturday during the actual conference, now we have 4 pillars, so we have a speaker for each pillar. The 4 pillars, when it comes to TechX, which is talking about technology and being Black and a Black male in the technology space, we have Ty Smith, who is coming out, and he is going to talk about tech sales, how to get into tech with not, you may not have those degrees or certifications, but there is still space for you in tech. Yeah. and how he started out. We have Empower X, which is more of the empowerment piece that we're going to talk about, being a Black man in that way and just empowering yourself. We have Pastor Larry Gooden, who's going to come in. He's the pastor of Dominion World Ministries in Mesa, Arizona.
Nice.
He's going to come out for Wealth X to talk about his personal journey and then just how to build generational wealth and in being an investor in real estate. We have Ray Spencer. He is going to share how he went from his lifestyle of being in gangs to now having a multi-million-dollar real estate investment firm. And then we have TJ Needers, who is coming in, and he is a Black male therapist, and he's going to come in and discuss our health and wellness X, and talk about Black mental health and just health in general, self-care, self-love, trauma healing, those types of things that, you know, there's really not a safe space for you guys as Black men to discuss those things. So they're going to come in. Then we have our keynote speaker on Sunday. I haven't even announced this to anyone, so I'm super excited. This is truly an exclusive. Our keynote speaker for the gala, which women are invited to that part too. So please come out, ladies. We could talk about that later.
It is a whole 3-day event.
It is a 3-day event. And Sunday, that awards gala, ladies, you are invited to come out and celebrate with our Black men. Our keynote speaker for that is going to be none other than, drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Dr. Will Moreland. He is
Dr. Will Moreland.
Yes, he is a celebrity keynote speaker, one of the top 30 motivational speakers in the entire world. So
nice.
It's just amazing that he is even going to be there, that he even agreed to do it. So I'm super excited about him. And then, of course, we have another special guest, which has been posted, is Cardinals offensive tackle, Paris Johnson Jr. will be there. So super excited to have him come out and share with us.
Nice. I mean, really, you women have came together, sparked the idea, and then you've worked to make it a reality along with your friend, and then got in touch with Chop through the group to kind of assist with marketing and ticket sales. And now we're looking at a full 3-day event in June, June 7th, 8th, and 9th. And it's coming up quickly, and you're gaining support. You already have such a great cast of speakers and a good lineup of topics that need to be covered and spoke about in the male community as a whole, but specifically focusing on Black men at this event because we really need it. In that whole regard, right? I see that it takes, yes, men to lead, but we really can look at good support from our Black women, our women. We should be open to accepting that so that we can just become a better unit together as a whole. So I love what's going on, and I'm happy to support this in any way possible that I can. But can you speak a little bit about you did touch on how you seen Chop's post in Black Arizona, but how did you get in contact with Chop, and then what led you looking to kind of connect with Black Arizona for this opportunity?
It was actually Veta. So Chop and Veta had a previous relationship. I believe she did your facial, right? She did a facial for you?
She is my esthetician as well.
Yeah. So she in Rare Skincare. Nice. So make sure you guys check her out. She does amazing facials. Look at us both. So Veta actually was the one who told me about Chop, and we exchanged. She gave me his information, and then I reached out to him to set up a meeting, and that was history. We met at the Panera Bread and had a 3-hour conversation.
Yeah. Wow.
3-hour conversation, and just kind of really explained to him what this conference was really about, the importance of the conference, and what we could do to leverage that business relationship with both of our businesses. Mm-hmm. And he was on board with it, and he's basically said, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna bring my team to pull up. So, and I extended that with my expertise for anything Black Arizona needed. So that's how that relationship came to be about.
Awesome.
And yeah, been running ever since.
Nice. Chop, let me know what, either in the conversation or dealing with Cierra, made you want to support this event, and is there anything personal that you have invested, in say what's going on in this event or the outcome? Like what makes you jump on this opportunity? What made you?
Again, it started off with V being introducing us. She's great. But then again, CiCi did bring the idea to me, and I thought again it was amazing because you don't see Black women usually trying to tackle Black men problems because they have a lot of their own. So, that was amazing off the rip for me. That's just what drove me to want to do that. I didn't really know too much of her background or her credibility or anything like that, and it had nothing to do with that with me. It just was the vision that she had, and I was like, Black Arizona wanted to do something like that, but she beat us to the punch, and it was already laid out structurally, organized, laid out. And I was like, why not hop on that bandwagon instead of trying to do something, on my own, or, having my team trying to go through the ups and downs and the loopholes of trying to do something that great when something already that great was already created. So she offered the opportunity to me for me to come in as a marketing director of sales, and I took that opportunity, and I ran with it because again, it's something to be proud of, to be a part of for our community in Arizona as a whole. Because again, she's not just targeting cities, she's targeting Arizona as a whole for all Black male in Arizona. So that was a big thing for me as well, because that's what Black Arizona do. We target Black people all across Arizona, not just a Pacific city or anything like that. So again, her willingness to target the city, the state, the county, wherever she's at, she seems to be touching people and men across. Again, for her to even have this type of platform of men that she's already put together for this event, for her to lay it out structurally by herself. Again, I just came in for something that she's already put together over a year. So she knew how she wanted to run it. She knew how it was going to be organized. She just needed people in certain places to do things that, as an owner and as a, visionary, you may not have time to do everything for. So, she needed some key players to come in, and I think that she felt that Black Arizona and what we were doing already may have been a reason why she chose us to, play a part in this, because again, that's one of the things that we do in Black Arizona is media coverage. We had some events ourselves to where, we know the ins and outs of having events, and we're trying to reach out to certain people to help us reach certain heights for an event, considering that we are Black and trying to, create annual events that tailor to our state as a whole to bring people in. So again, for her just having a structural mind state for a woman that she had, and a Black woman at that, and a strong Black woman, because again, you got to be strong and you got to be willing to do something like this, because it could have been easily turned down. But again, she's very well connected and very well loved, so the community easily absorbed what she's trying to put out. So it was easy for me to, tailor into it as well.
It makes it better when you're working with those that are well connected and well respected.
Most definitely.
And at the same time, you are bringing a cause to the forefront that is, that doesn't get much light, right? Mm-hmm. It is something I noticed since COVID. It's like there's been a major shift in focus on mental health.
Yeah.
And it's been looked at like there is a massive issue in today's generation of leaders. Like there's less leaders, and and we're looking at issues between men and women, relationship wise, as well as like in the world, economically, like where are our positions and who's going to lead us into a new future where things can be better, right? And so I have always said, even though we get help, we get nourishment, we get good support from women, it does take strong men to lead men into the right direction. So I do love the fact that we have a lot of men leaders. I love the fact that it's being supported by women. It's like every part to me fits. And we need to come together and in my mind do our part, right? And you've got the right people together to really give some guidance and really help us to have a good idea of what we need to do in all the 4 different pillars, all of the areas that you present, and allow us to become the leaders we need to be. So I love that. It's amazing in that respect. A lot of hard work has already been put into it. We're looking to add to that. Can I get some of your comments on how you got such people like the Cardinals, or what was his name, the top guest speaker? Like, how did you work to get those connections?
So I really feel like being connected in the community helped to get some of those. With the Cardinal support, my sorority sister, actually, her husband is really connected. And so she helped me get that connection with the Cardinals. So I'm forever grateful to Sora Armstrong. Thank you, Sora Armstrong. I don't know if you want your whole name on there, so I'm gonna just say Sora Armstrong for really hooking that up, knowing people, celebrities personally, and she was able to get that secured. Just basically told him about it and shared it with him, and he was on board from no hesitation. So that was really,
awesome.
really cool. Just hearing about it, and then, just wanting to just come and be a part, not even just for the guest speaking part, but, or the being a guest there, excuse me. And just wanting to say, I want to come. Like, I just want to be there. Like, absolutely.
Well, speaking about that, you're talking about there's the guest part.
Yeah.
But then also there's multiple levels to this conference. There's like VIP status, but then there's a little bit above that, and then there's like a brunch or something that I'm thinking of. There's a lot of things going on. Can I also, like, I
you want to hear about those levels?
I'm like all right, connections aside, I want to hear about those levels, because you really did set up more than just entertainment or speaking.
Right.
You set up an experience.
Absolutely. And, being an event planner, you are all about the experience. I am about how do people want to experience things. And I'm thinking about the in-person's experience overall. So there's levels to it. How do you want to experience the Blk Male X? By the way, people always ask me this, so I'm gonna just put it out there before I tell you about those levels. People always ask me, why is black spelled that way? And people all be okay.
Yeah.
And then people always ask me what the X means, because people are like, what is X?
They just
like,
tag on a few
like,
X's.
X. Yeah, exactly. They're like, X. I don't know, what is this about? So BLK is spelled that way because it stands for something. It stands for boss, leader, king.
Nice.
And when you read it as black. So that just in itself symbolizes what our black men are. They're bosses, they're leaders, and they're kings. So when you read it, it's black. So that's where the BLK comes from. And the X means experience. That's all it means. And it means experience. I have a tech background. I am a financial technology consultant as well. And so in technology and fintech, particularly, we use the word experience. We just say X. So that's where that came from. It's just my techie background that I have is where the X came from. But that's it. That's all it means is experience. It don't mean nothing else. I needed to get that out there because I hear it all the time.
That needs to be out there so there's no confusion. And I've always looked at an X as also the Roman numeral 10.
Yes.
So it's definitely an amplifier.
Yes.
But go ahead and tell them more about what other goodies you set up for this occasion.
With the experience, we have the experience for those who just want to come and experience conference day. It is a 3-day conference, but you may not have the time or the resource, so you just want to see what the conference is all about. So we have our conference day experience if you just want to come to that. We have our I'm a naming person. You'll know that about me as you see the names. So we have our gentlemen. The gentleman is where you get to come the full 3 days. You get to have an invite to the cigars and cocktails night, which is Friday, Saturday, the full conference, all your food.
That one.
You have your food, your drinks paid for. You get some basic conference items, and you get to come to the gala the last day for our gala and awards night. African royalty themed.
Nice.
Then we have the boss. So the boss is our tier 2 VIP. And that one you get all the amenities, plus you get front row seating, and you get the choice of either a massage or a facial during the conference.
Okay.
Then after that, we have the king. That is our top tier VIP. The king, you get both. You get both the massage and the facial, and also you get a professional headshot for a photo shoot. So that's also included. And then we have the Big Papa.
Hey.
The Big Papa is our investment one. So if you want to do the Big Papa, that is our highest level there. That is where you get to have lunch with Cardinals player Paris. So if that is something that you're interested in, that one is our investment opportunity. With that one, you get the private lounge, you get a bottle of champagne, you get a waitress or during the conference to come and service your every need. You get a full body massage and a full service facial. Not at the conference. That one will be off site, but you get gift certificates for that to experience it whenever you have the availability.
Nice.
You get that's where we get our marketing pieces. So you would be on the step and repeat for either yourself or your logos will be on there. It's everything. You get honorable mention during the gala. You get to meet with the speakers, take pictures, have a private lounge. It's really, really a high level experience. But everyone, no matter what level you choose, you get to be a part of I made this up too. I don't know if it's the name, but the Oh He Sharp photo video shoot.
Hey.
So come dressed or bring your suit with you to be a part of that Oh He Sharp video shoot. We'll have some selfie stations, some self-love cards. We have vendors who are going to be there that are catered specifically to the Black male.
Nice.
So yeah, we have a lot.
Hey, listen. If you're a black man like me, you're going to love it. That's all I know. I heard that and everything you had to say and all that energy you done put into it. We've been letting people know about what they can get at this event and what's available to them. But how can they buy a ticket? How can they take a hold of the VIP? Get the boss, the king, you know what I mean?
The Big Papa.
The Big Papa. How can they get to it?
So we have the Blk Male X site that you can go and you can see all the things. You can see the speakers. You can see the tickets. We have a room block at the host hotel. You can book your hotel room if that is something you want to do. Connect with us on Facebook, the Blk Male X Conference AZ. Our site is the linktr.ee / the Blk Male X. We have Instagram, at the Blk Male X. So connect with us in all of those different ways. You can email us at theblkmalex@gmail.com. So yeah, we are available on all social media. We are going live tonight to talk to Ken, who is our host. So you can join our Facebook page and be a part of the conversation. So yeah, you can get tickets on our site.
Nice. Go to theblkmalex.com.
Is the Blk Male X. It's Linktree.
Oh, okay, Linktree.
And that's
Linktree.
BLK, not B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BLK.
BLK, just think.
Boss Leader King. Yes. Hey, look, I'm already adopting that. You know what I'm saying? BLK, for real. But other than that, hey, Chop, any last words you want to give about, the conference, or also from the perspective of Black Arizona and its involvement?
No, I just want to say I'm truly grateful to CiCi and SIS Events for coming through and letting us be a part of this. I appreciate my partners, Earl Alexander and Ronald McBean for being part of this as well, and coming through with their own entities in business, Black Sage and Campfire to be a part of this as well. Just coming together, putting efforts together, to do something annually for our people is something that I'm always happy to be a part of. And I'm happy that everybody else is, coming together to be a part of this as well. So thank you all for, helping me to help CiCi to help our people.
Yeah, for real. This is a big help. I believe this is a great event, wonderful conference that's been put together for 3 days of empowerment. So tap into the website, the Linktree, get your tickets, do what you can to be there and support. Women, send your men. Men, show up. And that's what it's about. Hey, we're going to keep this going, keep rocking, doing what we can for the community, keep showing love, bringing unity, and all of that good stuff. This has been a great time. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
We're going to keep coming with more content so you can not only get excited, but know what's in store for you this June 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Doubletree, right? The Doubletree in Tempe. Yeah, the Doubletree in Tempe, June 7th, 8th, and 9th in Tempe, Arizona. Let's go.